Hi guys, welcome back to Succulents and the City. Today I want to talk to you about lithops or living stones. Now, these come from South Africa, and as their name implies, they look like stones. I'm doing this video, this guy, I am so proud of this. All right. These two were an impulse purchase at Trader Joe's. I tell you, I have murdered a lot of lithops in my life. So I'm very careful. I don't want to invest a lot of money and send away for them from, expensive mail order nurseries. So when I saw these, I was like, you know what? They have just as good of a chance of being dead by my hand, by somebody else's hand, or by just sitting in the store. So let me try. So I took them home. And 6 months later, we have a flower. And, knock on wood, everyone is still alive. So, the most important thing with these guys is do not overwater. It's like you get one chance and one chance only with overwatering these things, because they will drop dead on you. And there is somebody, a member of the plant community, I forgot her name. She does videos where she has actually rescued a lithop. She did some sort of water therapy. Oh gosh, I feel bad. I have to look up her name and I'll post it at the end. But I don't know how to do that. I'm not set up for that. I just want my plants to look nice and to look healthy. And if I get a flower, that's an extra treat. So let's talk about the flower. Now, if you look at this guy, right? This tall one here, this is showing signs of etiolation. So now etiolation is basically when a succulent grows a little bit longer and it's not getting enough light. And with the lithops, it may lose its print a little bit. So as I say, I'm growing these guys in an eastern window with no grow lights. I have ordered some grow lights from Amazon. They haven't gotten here yet. So we'll see what happens. So I'm only getting one flower. These, I don't know, what the species are, but they look like they're 4 different types of plants. Now, these guys, they've been with me 6 months. See, that may be a sign of a lack of light. So when the grow lights come, they will have some real estate underneath it. Because they're turning a little bit green and then stretching a little bit. Ideally, I think they want to be really flat and close to the ground. I'll be honest with you, I don't mind this look. I don't mind this look at all, because it looks like it's more than what it is. You know what I mean? It's kind of they're beautiful and they're wonderful, but if you're looking at it from the sofa, it's not much to see. But okay, so now let's talk about these guys here. This is from the Mesem family, Mesem group of plants. There was a long name for that. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, but these guys grow in South Africa. Now, as I said, I have killed many of them, and it's really tricky to know when to water them. I think it's time to water this one. Why do I say that? Because he's wrinkling a little bit. I know I've been listening to podcasts and they say don't water it when they're flowering. So you're on a timeout as far as watering. I think this guy's going to get some water. Now, it's nighttime here, so I'm not going to water this right now. This is going to get some water in the morning. It's better to water it in the morning. So if it's a little bit too much water, the sun during the day will help it evaporate quicker. Now, something I wanted to talk to you about with these guys is if you look at each pot of them, they're all different sizes, right? So this one's clearly much bigger than this one. And usually like the small ones shrivel first. I don't know if that's really happening at this moment, but at any rate, sometimes the different stones shrivel at different times, right? So what I do, especially if I just watered it, say like 3 weeks ago, is I use an eyedropper, or this is from a skincare cream. This was like just the top of like a serum or something. Say it's this guy that needs the water. I'll just take the the dropper, and I'll just target the water around him. You know, maybe these guys will get some, maybe they won't. But it's been my experience. Now I say this, I am not an expert, and I grow these things under certain conditions, meaning just a window in my Manhattan apartment. I don't have a greenhouse. They don't get a summer outside. It's like they're doing life in here with me. So, you know, I have to be a little bit careful and sensitive to what they need. So I noticed when I get like the cactus gardens or the succulent arrangements where there's like all different succulents, usually one plant is stronger than the other. So if ever I receive one of those like gardens as a gift, I repot it soon and I separate the plants. Now I've seen some YouTube creators that have some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful succulent arrangements, but they have different conditions than me. I am growing this in New York City on a window, and I don't even really control how much heat I get or the AC, whatever. The building controls that. So that's not up to me. So, but I noticed that one plant always kind of dominates the others. So, we'll see. I haven't decided if I'm going to separate these guys yet. But, now, mesams, they're kind of hard. It took me a minute to understand them, and I'm not sure if I completely understand them now. But I think of them now, they're lazy, right? They don't want to work in the winter. They don't want to work in the summer. They just grow in the fall and the spring, and they really need no other water. Right? They're lazy. And, in the United States, we work all 4 seasons. But these, no, not when it's too hot, not when it's too cold. So, okay, all right. I'm going to try to be empathetic. And, I told you before in other videos, I'm a touchy-feely plant parent. With these guys, in order for me to tell when they need watering, I really have to look and see if they're wrinkled, and then I have to touch them to see if they're soft. Because there's really like one bad watering and your plant is dead. I kid you not. So that said, this flower did not open. Hopefully it opens tomorrow, and then maybe I could put a picture of it at the end. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.